Good morning, good afternoon or good evening, wherever in the world you might be watching. Welcome to the concluding upload in the series Excel for Absolute Beginners. In this series we'll be following our usual procedure where we have a checklist which we'll tick off as we complete each particular action. First of all, we'll be creating a table, then we're going to create a chart based on the table. We're going to add a record in the table, and you'll see how that works quite magically. And then we're going to change the VLOOKUP row reference because we need to expand the area that includes the data. And finally there'll be a short conclusion. So what we have here is the goal, which is going to be to create a table in this area here. And also, as we move through the upload here, you'll see that there is a link to the actual training videos, so you can easily look at that by clicking on the link itself. First of all, let's create a table, and we do that by clicking anywhere in the data. So here we have headings and some data. Any cell in the data, and having clicked on any cell on the data, we then click Insert Table, and Excel says where is the data for the table. It surrounds its guess, stops at the first blank column and the first blank row. My table has headers, yes, that's ticked by default. Let's click OK, and what we see here are the little drop arrows, which means that I can filter information if I wish. So if I just wanted to see Bob Roberts, for example, I would untick all of them and just tick Bob Roberts, choose OK, and it filters out all of the information except Bob Roberts. Now we'll remove the filter by clicking on the arrow again and clear the filter from the salesperson. Now the next step that we're going to take is to go to the checklist, and we have created a table. Now we're going to create a chart based on the table. And you'll notice here that what I want to do is to chart the actual salespeople against their sales and their commissions. So I'm just going to drag through, remembering that the golden rule of all computing is select then do, and I'm going to say insert a chart. Let's look at the recommended charts, and we'll choose this one here. So having chosen it, we'll click OK. We'll resize the chart a little bit so we can fit it all on, and we'll move the chart out of the way. So there we are there. Now we've created our chart, and what we can do if we wish is to right click in the top right hand corner of the chart, and we will say copy. And then if you wish, you can paste that chart onto its own worksheet by right clicking and paste. And there is my chart, which I can now make larger if I wish. Now let's go back and tick our checklist. We've created a chart based on the table itself. Now we'll add a record in the table. So let's go back to our worksheet, and you may recall from the actual training video that the best way was to click in the last cell of a table, the last bottom right hand cell, and just press the tab key, and that will put you into the next row in the table. We'll say that this person is Tim Smith. Tab takes me to the next cell. His sales will say 13,000. Tab. His commission is automatically calculated because when you create a table, the formulas are automatically placed into the various cells. So he's obviously over the $12,000 budget there. But the important thing is that when you have your data in a table, you'll notice here that Tim Smith was automatically added to the chart. So let's have a look at the chart over here, and there is Tim Smith. So there are a couple of good reasons for creating a table of data. That is, you can filter the information should you wish and you can easily add another record, as many records as you want, and any chart based on the information will automatically be updated. Now, the next thing that we need to do, we'll notice that the row has become A15. So therefore, if I wish to look at the at the VLOOKUP, then I need to think about adjusting the size of the VLOOKUP here. So originally it was A22, that's still fine. What's the area? A8 to D15. Let's just check that that is still correct. A8 to D15. So again, you'll see that because we had a table, that the VLOOKUP formula has updated automatically. Let's double check that by checking for Tim Smith. Control Enter, and there is Tim Smith's information. So there we go. Let's go back to our checklist. We added a record in the table, and we saw that the VLOOKUP was changed for us automatically because the data was in a table. Again, remember that if you're not quite certain on the procedures that I've used in this particular upload, that you can easily click on the link in this video to go to the actual training procedure itself. There are now 10 videos which back up all of the things that we can do in spreadsheets like this. Don't forget to subscribe, where you'll be automatically advised of upcoming uploads. There's a bit of double speak English, an upcoming upload. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.